Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala Rasulil Kareem. Amma ba'd. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul 'uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. Highly dignified chairman, respected delegates, revered teachers, dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. The title of my presentation is Humanity and Brotherhood in the Light of Risale-i-Nur. I would like to start my presentation with the lines taken from Damascus sermon, and I quote, "The obligatory act of greatest importance at the present time is Islamic unity. While the aim and goal of unity is to style into life the long, many-branched, far-reaching, luminous chain which binds together the centers of Islam and their places of worship, to arouse those bound to it, and through the wishes and promptings of their consciences, drive them to the way of progress. The way of this union is love. Its enmity is only for ignorance, poverty, and strife." Unquote. In the paper, I have tried to focus on two important dimensions of the subject. Number first is universal brotherhood, and the number second is brotherhood among the believers. Now, universal brotherhood. Now, in this, I will not go into the details, that is, into the meanings of the term akhuwa. It is literal, what we call lugwi, and istilahi, literal and technical meaning. Rather, I would like to directly come to the topic. Now, in the current situation, we see the rise of individualism. Now, this individualism has led to the repudiation of social responsibilities. On the other hand, we also find that the humanity is divided on the basis of color, caste, creed, language, etc. Now, what happens with this? It closes the doors for social relations on one side, and on the other side, it denigrates the concept of Islamic brotherhood. Now, this volatile situation has a huge impact on the society. That is, it leads towards the disintegration of family structure and social system. Now, Islamic viewpoint, Allah says in the Quran, "A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Ya ayyuhan nasu, inna khalaqnakum min zakarin wa unsa wa ja'alnakum shu'uban wa qabaila lita'arafu." O mankind, we have created you from a male and a female, and have made you into nations and tribes, that you may know one another. Now, in this ayah, there is a mention of two most important things. Number first is single prayer heralded the beginning of humanity, and number second is there are differences. These differences are covenant labels, and their sole objective and purpose is to know one another. Their purpose is not to divide the humanity on the basis as I mentioned above. Now, Sayyid Rushdie, he discarded fragmentation of humanity on the levels as mentioned above, and he fought relentlessly to enlighten the whole society with the purpose of harmony, peace, and tranquility. Now, when we go through his Risale-i-Nur, one finds that he condemns the bonds based on racialism and nationalism. He also holds that such ideologies obliterate the peace and happiness of mankind and act as a mark of differentiation. Now, there is one more dimension of this topic, that is brotherhood among the believers. Now, this brotherhood is strictly based on the bond, on the faith, that is Islam, and it is Allah who has established this relation this time. Allah says in the Quran, "A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Innamal mu'minuna ikhwa." The believers are nothing else than brothers. Now, Sayyid Rushdie calls these ties and these relations as luminous bonds or divine bonds. He has also mentioned 6 basic sicknesses that are responsible for the current situation of the Muslims, and among them two important ones are love of enmity and ignorance of divine bonds, or we can say that luminous bonds which bind the faithful together. He also opines that establishing and strengthening of these ties and these relations is divinely ordained duty. He says that it is obligation on the Muslims to establish and strengthen the brotherhood. For example, he used reference of the ayat of Quran. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم واعتصموا بحبل الله جميعا ولا تفرقوا واذكروا نعمة الله عليكم إذ كنتم أعداء فألف بين قلوبكم فأصبحتم بنعمته إخوانا, and hold fast all of you together to the rope of Allah, and be not divided among yourselves, and remember Allah's favor upon you, for you were enemies to one another, but He joined your hearts together, so that by His grace you became brethren. At one more place, وَلَا تَنَازَعُوا فَتَفْشَلُوا وَتَذْهَبَ رِيحُكُمْ. Do not dispute, lest you lose courage and your strength depart. So Nursi dedicated his whole life for establishing Islamic unity among the Muslims, as envisaged in the Quran. The same becomes apparent if we quote some excerpts of the speech he delivered in the Board of Appeal, and I quote, "Yes, we are a society which every century has had. Every day, through the 5 obligatory prayers, its members demonstrate with complete veneration their attachment to the principles of that sacred society. Through the sacred program of the believers are but a single brotherhood, they hasten to assist one another with their prayers and spiritual gains. We are the members of that sacred vast society, and our particular duty is to teach the believers in certain verified fashion the Quranic truths of belief, and save them and ourselves from eternal extinction and everlasting solitary confinement in the intermediate realm of life." Unquote. Now, Sayyid Nursi gives reference of the prayers and other fundamental pillars of Islam. Here he tries to mention the underpinning wisdom behind these pillars of Islam. That is, their underpinning wisdom is to establish brotherhood and unity. At one more place, he highlights the importance of brotherhood and unity by saying, and I again quote, "Its group's creator is one and the same. Their provider is one and the same. Their prophet is one and the same. Their Qibla is one and the same. Their book is one and the same. Their country is one and the same. 1,000 things are one and the same. Thus these many things being one and the same requires brotherhood, love and unity." Now actually from this description, Sayyid Nursi tries to point out that in an Islamic society various groups might be present. In an Islamic society, various groups might be present, and he compares this with a huge army, and he says that these groups are not meant to spread hostility, or we can say that acrimony. Rather, they should act as a supreme to assist one another. Now, the concluding remarks. Sayyid Nursi endeavored relentlessly on the one hand to save the mankind from the corruptions of atheism, infidelity and disbelief, and on the other to establish the Islamic brotherhood in the real sense and supreme. For him, the contract of brotherhood established by Allah is not restricted to the particulars, but for all those who firmly believe in Islam. Thank you very much. Wassalamu alaikum.